Hi, how are you, Vanessa?
Very good, very good.
Well, let's begin to get to know you a little bit better, Vanessa.
Okay.
Plasma, please. Who's this?
That was me when I was, right before I started gymnastics. That was my first gymnastics class. When I see those videos, it makes me happy because that was a time when I felt like a happy Vanessa.
So you want to tell us a little bit about who you are, Vanessa?
I was a gymnast. I probably started when I was 5 years old, all the way till I was 18. Ooh. Wow. I was up there pretty high. I went to nationals and worlds and competed in Olympic trials. And pretty much all my life.
How dedicated were you? How much time did it take?
I worked out about 7 hours a day. I did homeschooling from 6 to whatever till high school, and it was just occupied my whole life. So I kind of didn't really have that big of a childhood. It was mostly like working.
How old were you when you started feeling like, okay, it's not fun anymore, it's not play anymore, it's work?
Around 13, 14.
And did you ever go to your parents and say, I want to quit?
I did once when I was young, and that didn't go over too well. My mom didn't really was, you know, kind of upset about it, I think.
When did you stop competing?
I stopped competing when I was 18.
Why did you stop competing? What was the moment for you?
Olympic trials. So many things bad had happened right before Olympic trials. I had surgery, I had problems eating, and I had a lot of pressure and stuff like that.
So you had surgery. What about the eating?
Eating, I was pressured to like lose weight because of the surgery, and so I only gained like 4 pounds or something. But it's a big difference in gymnastics when you gain like 1 pound. So they wanted me, you know, I had different coaches at the time, and they wanted me to not eat like dinner and stuff, and then so I got stressed out, so I would eat a lot, eat too much.
You were 18 years old, and you had adults for coaches who were encouraging you not to eat?
Yeah.
What about you, the person? Who was there for you, the person?
Who was there for me, the person? I felt like just me.
And so the Olympic trials, did you want to make the Olympic team, really?
Not when I was there.
So let me find out about that day. Could you share it with the Yanla and the ladies here? Tell us about the Olympic trials. What competition did you do first?
I think I do vault first.
And how did you do?
I did bad.
What do you mean?
I'm usually, that's not my best event.
The first event at the Olympic trials?
Right.
And you don't do well at your best event?
Right.
Okay, how are you feeling right about now?
I think maybe I could bring it back up or something.
So you're still got it in you, you still got hope?
Tiny bit, yeah.
Tiny bit. So do you have another event that day?
Yes.
What is it?
Beam.
And?
That's one of my probably second good events. And I went there, I did everything good, I was sticking everything, and then I went to my dismount and I missed my foot. And I was supposed to do 2 backflips in there, and I did 1 and landed on my back. And then that was really embarrassing. And then I got up right away, and they did that big, like the audience when I fell. And then it felt really surreal, like that it was happening like that. Because it felt like that was supposed to be my time to do good, you know. For so long, that's how I imagined it was doing good. And it was just going downhill like that.
And when you did not make the Olympic team, how did you feel?
I felt embarrassed, and then I felt relief.
Which one was greater, embarrassed or relief?
Relief.
As Vanessa's talking, and I'm looking at her, and she's pulling on her lip, and she's smiling, I see a person that is hiding something.
How old are you now?
22.
So that was 4 years ago. So what have you been doing?
Trying to get my life together again. I mean, for the first 2 years after it, I just stayed at home and ate and watched TV and stayed inside and didn't want to talk to anybody or anything. And I just felt like I wasn't anybody important anymore. And so I guess that's why I didn't really treat myself very good. I didn't do anything. I just stayed inside, basically.
Do you feel important?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not to me, I don't know.
Okay. If you could have your life to live over again, would you go for the Olympics? No.
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 So if you didn't want to, why are you beating yourself up about not doing it?
Well, because everyone puts so much effort into it and is all excited.
So when you get in the mirror in the morning, how many people do you see?
A lot, actually.
So, when you are in gymnastics, are you allowed to cry?
No.
Not allowed to cry?
No.
So when you're competing and you fall on your back during the Olympic trials, you cannot cry. Do you think that's maybe why you're giggling when you want to cry?
I feel really sad that Vanessa conditioned herself to disconnect from how she really feels. So she's really lost.
So Vanessa, you go to the balance beam and you don't stick. You misstep and you fall. And you're on your back, on the floor. So stand up for 1 second. Can you stand up for 1 second? So you get up and there are all of these people in the crowd. Do you remember that moment? Yeah. And there you stand up, and from someplace in this tiny little body, you try to gather up whatever it is to walk off, right?
Right.
Okay. So look around, and in your brain, you're probably saying, oh, damn.
Yeah.
And, okay, I want you to walk off.
Okay.
Okay. And this is what I want to do for you. It's okay, sweetie. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Right there. Right there, right there. Right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's hard to describe when you see somebody let go for that first time. She can do it, and she sounds like she's here to do the work, and we're all knowing that place that she's coming from.